Hey everyone, welcome back to SoloScrolls. It's Eric, and today we're diving into a couple dungeon crawls and picking up some side quests along the way. We'll wrap things up with the big fight at the Western Watchtower, our first real dragon encounter. Let's get into it. So if you remember last time, we went ahead and made our iron armor set. Before we get into anything too crazy fight-wise, I would like to do a couple side quests within the town of Whiterun. And that can range from helping. What's her name? I don't remember her name. But we're gonna go talk to her real fast. So Isolde needs a mammoth tusk.
Before my ma and I passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Modron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future.
So we need to go find one of those. Talk to Carlotta.
That bard Mithag, I heard him boasting at the bannered mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast.
Crazy bard.
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Nazim, what you looking at, gang?
Remember?
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Never should have come.
Where'd you go? Alright. It was worth it. It was worth it. Everybody wants to do it. We all know this. Alright. And then
Vegetables are disappointing.
back here. Talk to Adrian.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. That I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks.
Alright.
Don't forget to check
So now we got a couple of these lined up. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. Let's get us a little side money. And even just a little extra skills.
I know your family's honor is important to you.
You tried mercenary? My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby. But I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you.
Alright.
It took me weeks to find that news then.
Alright, guys. So we're gonna go give Proventus Jarl Balgruf's sword. Were. No, he might just be out on the balcony. That. Oh, we never turned that in. Nice. That's a Wooth Rad. We will see that once we complete the Companion's quest line. And that entails becoming a werewolf. I think that'll be a pretty decent quest line to follow. And actually lines up pretty well with my
The
character.
Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps from Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins. Your service is rendered.
A little bit of money.
The Jarl has put out a bounty on some
Get a couple
bandits. Here,
bounties.
take a look at this decree for details. Of course, it's all in this note.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and crank out the rest of these mission trackers. Alright.
Old friend. Pay for another break.
There's a
Evgir Ornstad has come at last. The season unending. War. There was love between our families for generations. Now,
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow's mine. She just doesn't know it yet.
What do you mean by that?
What did you just say? All I heard was the sound of... I don't have to take that from you. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Do your worst! You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that. You win. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again.
There's that taken care of. There is an item of interest that I do want to go get.
ripe fruit and fresh
And
egg.
it's a little
Really?
off. It's a little off
Thank
track,
gods. I'll settle
but it
for them.
shouldn't take us very long to
Here's some
acquire.
coin for your help.
Let's see. If we have anything to sell right now. Probably not. I think we already sold everything. Yes, we did. So we will be keeping these for smithing later on. Or I could actually disenchant them and then re-enchant something else.
The gods in Dragonreach say you aided the Jarl.
Pick everything else up first. Didn't roll once over. Anything high yet. Alright, cool. Once we get a little more money, we'll start making potions to sell. And then that will boost our sales significantly.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid.
You already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back to where you came.
Okay. So actually, it's not off the path at all. It's actually directly on the path. So now we're gonna go get something that will help our two-handed skill be stronger. This will allow us to do more damage overall for right now. So let's go grab that.
Who's that? Boss was looking for you, said he'd be up at the summit. Better not be waiting.
I'm not too into the food stuff yet. Whenever we do the survival playthrough, we'll be more focused on gathering food. I'm not really worried about that in this playthrough right now.
Now you're mine.
Yeah, since we're still doing significant damage, I don't see the point in upgrading stats right now. Eventually we will get around to it. Probably before we go fight the dragon. That's just to make sure that we don't die. And to have a decent foundation of what our character will be built around. Don't mind if I do. Don't need iron anymore, but it's never finished to have it. Alright, so this is where we're going to get a pair of gauntlets that will increase our two-handed damage by, I believe, 15%. I don't know if it's level based, but we're going to go ahead and take this guy out.
Picked a bad time to get lost.
Here are the Iron Hand gauntlets that I was talking about. And these increase our two-handed attack by 15%. And these always spawn here, no matter what your playthrough is, no matter how much you play it. It's a very good pickup to find, especially right now. Alright. So now that we've made gotten a little bit of stuff to get us some money in our pockets, we're not going to return this just yet. We're going to now go to the halted stream camp, which also has the mammoth tusk for Ysolda. So we're going to be killing two birds with one stone and this right here. There's also a farm that I would like to start using, because that'll allow us to have more ingredients to use alchemy-wise later. And I've never really delved too much into alchemy itself. I never really saw the point of it until now, where I'm getting a little bit more technical into the game, where I want to be able to make outrageous weapons and enchant them with crazy enchants.
Good luck out there.
We're going to leave him, because he has no reason to die. Check these barrels one more time before we head out. Alright. Next up, halted stream camp. Now we'll be back this way. We're going to do a little bit of a roundabout way to get to it. This will give us a little bit more of an idea of the area of Whiterun and the surrounding area that it lies in. So we have a couple farms over here. I believe one of these is Pelagius or Hollyfrost. So this is actually a home that we will buy soon. This will allow us to have a home base and give us a place to be able to make our own stuff. That'll be armor, alchemy stuff, potions. So hop off here. This will be a good place to leave the horse at so he doesn't try to charge into the battle. That's like the only downfall of the horses, is that they will try to attack things, which they don't do a lot of damage, and sometimes they die. We will be grabbing a companion soon to be traveling with us to help us carry more stuff. I'm debating between a mage from Riften or Fandal, which is the archer from Riverwood. They both do ranged damage. Mercurio is definitely the stronger of the two, but I also want to be able to do damage and actually show you guys the gameplay and not just have him be blowing through things.
What you gonna do?
Again, hate being frosted. That's actually an ingredient. But I think that damages stamina, so we're not going to worry about that right now. There is a bandit chief here, which is a little strong, which is going to be one of our first little area bosses. It's not really a boss. They just tend to be a little more tanky than regular mobs, and they usually do a lot of damage. That was a failed attempt at damaging me. Now, since we have on these gauntlets, we're going to go ahead and get this done and make our way over to fighting a dragon.
Time to end this little game.
And then we can also gather all of the iron out of this cave. There's a spell down here. Again, I probably won't do it, because I don't want to do a whole lot of magic and take away from the warrior aspect. But there is a spell down here that will allow us to turn all of this iron in here into gold, which we can then use to craft more expensive things, which will upgrade our smithing skill a lot faster. So there's the Mammoth Tusk for Isolde. It's not a specific one I have to grab. And they also sell for pretty good as well. So these are poachers down in here, as you will see here shortly. There's the bandit cheese I was talking to you about. That puts a little bit more money into our pocket. I'm going to take his banded iron armor because we're not going to be wearing our armor too much longer. I'm going to go ahead and create the next set that we can. We'll take that to disenchanted. And all these. Unlock this. That gives us, that buffs our health up by 10 points. It's not too much, but it's just enough to give us a little bit more of an edge. This is the one I was talking about. That will allow us to turn this into, so it goes from iron to silver into gold. And there's plenty of ways to get iron to make sure that you can max out your skills. I'll probably do that off camera so I don't have to bore you guys with that, because it is a process. Take that and sell that. Sweet. of anything out back. There's a couple bags of gold, but it's not worth the hassle of dying. Honestly, never used that one. Alright guys, where are we losing? I want to say... Look over here somewhere. And we appear to be... There he is. Alright, so now we can go ahead and do this. This will allow us to go and get a little bit of money, and we're gonna go go to bed, and then that will give us also give us a boost on gaining skills. Go ahead and improve what we have. That'll increase the value just slightly enough for us to take advantage of a little bit more money out of the vendors.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whitehall. We'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redknight, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whitehall, so we will be in Rorikstead to learn anything. We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. We will find her eventually.
Sweet. Let's go ahead and improve that just for shits and gigs. To rest our head in and get an early start on the next day.
You tried Mercy. You found it. I've been looking for that blade for months. You took on all those bandits yourself? Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you in honor of his memory.
Thank you.
Right then.
This
So,
road
who the Alec you're looking for is
Is
her,
there something I can do for you?
drink to our youth.
and we're not too worried about that mission right now. That'll be another side quest we do. That's a little out of our skill range right now.
Once I've made enough money,
So give this to her. This will increase our
this should
speed
turn that
level.
old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. What can I get you? Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Sweet.
I'll show you to your room.
Oh, we're stuck. That'll be a good time.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yes.
What do you need?
Don't talk to me like that. I don't even know you.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
Yes, Lucia, where are you at? Where? There you are.
I work for Bellaford.
Just one.
Enjoy.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
You're welcome.
All right then.
Yes.
Oh. Alright. What am I trying to... Alright, let's get our 100 gold from Preventus. Sell some things. Craft our steel armor. And then we will be on our way to fight ourselves a dragon. Make sure you drink some water too, guys. Gotta stay hydrated.
I serve Jarl Bock. Excellent. You've done us a great service.
Sweet.
Here's your reward.
Alright, how much money we got now? A little bit of 1,000. Okay, put these on. That will help us increase better armor. I think we're gonna make the Steel Soldier armor set for our steel set. It does have 1 point stronger than the base steel armor, though I do believe that the steel armor itself looks better than the Steel Soldier armor. But if we're going for efficiency over looks, we're going to take the Steel Soldier armor.
It's a shame, isn't it?
This was as stupid as a few band-aid.
Oh, you said it, not me.
Got some good. Take a look.
Here. Buy all that. Probably won't be using anything here. Now then, this. Let's check and see
Don't
what it
forget to
costs.
check inside
to
the shop if you need anything.
Steel. First, we must level up to 2 something. So we should have a couple levels to work with here. So we're gonna put health, stamina, health, stamina, health. Alright, that's 5 levels, so we've been level 5 for a little bit now. That's gonna give us steel smithing. That lets us create steel armors. Put this in here. Increase that. That. Two-handed is our main go-to. We're going to be sticking with that. And let's go ahead and throw one more skill into that. This will give us 40% more weapon damage on top of our Iron Hand Gauntlet, so that'll give us a total of 55 overall damage when it's all said and done.
I don't claim to be the best at this.
So now, we come in here.
Yorland Greymanes are happy.
So this is the base steel armor. It's probably one of my favorite armors in the game, just based off of look. And we're going to be making this one. We have ran out of steel ingots. I shouldn't have made this because it doesn't even fit the actual theme, so we're going... I lied. Change plans.
Have you met my father?
Further inside your sea. Wolfworth has any steel ingots. If not, we might be cooked.
We've got smoke. Take a look.
Please. You... I love you, Wolfworth. Give me like 5 minutes, I'll be right back. What do you...
I've been looking for you. Looks like that's it. Let's go.
Yes, necromancers are bringing zombies back to life. We love that.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's for... Take a look.
Okay, what do we have to go? So, that. Keep that. So that. Okay. That is going to help us immensely too. So once we improve the armor, once we build the armor, we're going to use that to improve it. Don't need you. Or you. Yes. And yes. I'm not too worried about food. We can learn it just to have it. You know what? That's okay. I'll leave you with your 9 gold. So what we need is a bunch of blue butterfly wings. And to get that,
I work for Bella.
I think we can actually just wait till a specific time of day and just start doing that.
You look like maybe
So
you
let's
need
get this armor
looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
running, so we are good to go on that. What do you mean? And we are naked again. Socks hurt.
Alright.
Socks hurt me immensely.
Put on some clothes, you damn fool.
Leave me alone, Adrian. I didn't choose this life. These leather strips, so let's go ahead and
I don't claim to be the best.
this.
Yorland Greymanes. Man, it's leather. All I ask
That.
is
So hopefully we don't need too much leather. And then we should be good to go. Sweet. Okay, we don't need anything else. That is the only plus thing of that. We don't really necessarily need the helmet because we don't get the from that right now. So as you can see, we are now kitted. Throw these back on. Take Adrian off this. Wait a minute. I don't think we have enough to make anything, do we? What are we missing? We should have enough to buy a singular RNA,
I
right?
help my father. Take a look.
Alright. Inflation. We've been price inflated. How rude. We'll get stuck with these for a little bit, but it's okay. So, I need to. I'll take 4.
Don't forget to check inside.
Well, over here. Great sword. Oh, we could probably go ahead and actually one-handed sword as well. We are so back.
Got some good pieces out here.
So then come in here. For that, do this. Beautiful. We just can't improve these because they are. I don't have the enchantment. The perk for that, there's a perk to make that stuff better. There we go. Perfect. So now, set this up. And then, so now we are good to go there. And there. Beautiful. Alright, let's go kill us the dragon. I think that's the most efficient I've actually smithed anything in my entire playthrough of Skyrim. Horse. Alrighty.
There's signs of any dragon now. It sure looks like he's been. I know it looks bad. We've got to figure out what happened. If that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out. Look for survivors. We need to know what.
No, in fact, it's still here somewhere. Rocky and Thor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Keep it and save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes.
Y'all seeing him, because I'm not. And here is our first dragon encounter. Not gonna land. So he ate a guard. That's cool. Take these to sell. Now we have the first part of the most iconic sound from this whole game. In
You are Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal the power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn. Dragonborn? What are you talking about? That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood. An old-timer said.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who can kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
Come on, Yuri. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your thumbs on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill it. I don't need some nitpicky dragon. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Pascal. You ain't an orc.
Go across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn.
He summons the ghoul.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more. I don't know.
Alright, let's run back to Jarl Balbrook. And then we'll start to wrap this up. Those are the Greybeards. They are summoning me to High Hrothgar, which I believe is the next quest.
Why isn't it? You did it. I've been looking for you. That's something I'm supposed to deliver. Your handwriting. Let's see. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
A letter from Edward this early? Okay. Collect all these missions that we have in here.
There's been talk amongst the gods. Dragon.
Are you married?
You tried mercenary work? I see.
Good. We're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
So what happened at the Watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Ireland. But there must be more to it than that. So it's true. Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the way of the voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a tune or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tybeseptin himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Akora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, dragonborn.
What nonsense! Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Rongar, don't be so hard on Aveluch.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeard's business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you that the Greybeards heard. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you know. To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder if the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. Know that. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me in my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant.
I assign you Lydia as a personal houseguard, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would you? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my
Alrighty, guys. So that wraps up today's adventure. A couple dungeons down, some side quests started, and finished. And our first dragon slain at the Watchtower. If you enjoyed the journey, be sure to like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe for more Skyrim content. Thanks for watching. SoloScrolls. See you in the next one.